If you're watching this video and you have a bridge benefit on a defined benefit pension plan, you're using it wrong. And in this video, I want to walk through kind of 5 strategies and reasons why you're using it wrong and how to use it correctly going forward. A bridge benefit is just that. It's a benefit that's attached to a defined benefit pension plan for anyone that is part of a defined benefit plan at their work. So if you have a defined benefit pension plan that you're paying into, if you retire before 65, the likelihood is you'll have this thing called a bridge benefit. And this is a monthly amount. It goes alongside your regular benefit. So let's say your pension is $2,000 a month. You might get an additional $500 a month for a total of $2,500 a month all the way till age 65. But at 65, your bridge benefit drops off. So typically this bridge benefit covers you from date of retirement until 65. Now, this was put in place originally to kind of offset the timeline between when you retire and age 65 when your CPP and old age security kick in. So it's kind of an idea of, look, we're gonna keep you up to the same income, so when you hit 65, there's not this big bump. We're gonna kind of try and keep it as level as possible. So naturally, what most of you will do is, well, my bridge benefit's gone, so now I start my government benefits. And that is the wrong decision. So let's talk about how a bridge benefit works. Again, it goes back to eligibility. Are you eligible for a bridge benefit? Well, the first box to check is, do you have a defined benefit pension plan? If yes, then move to step 2. And that is typically talk to your HR department. Is there going to be a bridge benefit? Do I have to work here for so many years or until a certain age to qualify for this? So if you're part of a defined benefit pension plan, or maybe you know someone that is, make sure they understand, are they eligible for a bridge benefit and what are the rules around that? Step 2 is, if you qualify, so you check the boxes and you do qualify. Again, typically that bridge benefit is a monthly benefit paid to you from the date of retirement until you qualify for CPP or QPP, typically age 65. So this will run, we've had clients that retire in their late 40s, have a bridge benefit that is paid out all the way to age 65. At age 65, that bridge benefit stops. So you continue to get your regular pension benefit, but that additional bridge benefit will stop at age 65. Again, is typically in line with CPP, QPP. Now, it'll be interesting. If we ever get a bump in CPP and QPP start point to 67, which I doubt we will, but if it ever does, will bridge benefit also increase as well? Something for discussion. Maybe that'll never happen, but maybe down the road it does, as the government talks about kind of bumping retirement, required RIF withdrawals, OAS, CPP. These are all discussions that have been happening for years. I doubt it'll go forward, but for now, bridge benefit runs from when you retire all the way till age 65. Now, the calculation of your bridge benefit is kind of like the calculation of your main pension, in that it depends income, how long you've been there, your age. There's a lot of factors that play into it. A lot of you that have a defined benefit pension plan will also have a calculator, an online calculator that you can go to and run through these case scenarios, and it'll show you your bridge benefit. So if you have a defined benefit pension plan, make sure you have online access to your calculator, and your financial planner will need numbers around this as well. So you're gonna have to run some scenarios as you build out your financial plan with your planner. So make sure you have, hey, if I retire at 55 or at 58 or at 62, like A, what's my pension? But B, what is my bridge benefit? How much is going to be provided to me in a temporary income solution? Now, before I jump into how to kind of utilize your bridge benefit, CPP and timing a little bit better, I just want to remind you that we are supporting Move for Freedom. And this is a fundraiser put on by Ally Global. Ally is one of the fastest growing fundraising and charitable organizations here in Canada. And a good friend of mine, Randy Watson, we did an interview with him not long ago. We'll link that up above. They're doing a fundraiser for sex trafficking. So what Ally Global does is both locally and globally is reach these people, bring them in, support them, get them back on their feet, and they have a full kind of recovery program. So it's not just rescue, but it's also recovery. You can learn all about them in our video that we did with Randy. We are looking to raise $10,000 for this cause. This is not money for us or for Randy, it's for the cause, and all that money goes out into the field to help these people that are, or kids really, that are less fortunate, that have been put in a tough position. So if you're looking to support a great cause, you get a taxable receipt for your donation. We'll put the link below. You can learn about that. Support our team. You can even join our team, start your own team. the idea here is to raise money, but also to raise awareness. So I just want to put that out there. And if you feel like you want to support either financially or getting involved, we would really appreciate that. So for those of you that have a bridge benefit, here's my kind of 2 cents to you. And this is based off 20 years of experience of working with people with bridge benefits. And the number one feedback I get is, Adam, when I turn 65, my bridge benefit's gone and I have to take my CPP. I have to take my OAS. And that is absolutely false. And for a lot of you that have this bridge benefit, what you want to be doing is, let's say your pension is $2,000 and your bridge benefit is $500 a month. So it's a nice little income coming in, and you're worried about, look, at 65, I'm going to be reduced by $500. Like, I need that money. So of course I'm going to start CPP and OAS. So for a lot of you, where you need to look first is, do you have an RSP or a RIF at that point? You could start drawing down your RIF, delay that CPP, delay that OAS. Now, in my scenario that I'm talking about here, that $500, well, that could drop, and you could start, if you've been in Canada for long enough, you can start your old age security, and that's going to roughly replace that $500 a month. But do you need to start CPP? The answer is no, you don't have to. You can still defer that CPP longer. There's the odd bridge benefit out there where it's kind of mingled in there. If you have one of those, it's a little bit different. Talk to your HR department. But for most of you, your bridge benefit and your CPP are 2 totally different benefits. Like, those aren't tied together. And for most of you, you think they are. The bridge benefit and CPP are like this. And they're like this. One goes, it stops, and for most of you, you start that other one, and you shouldn't. Delay that CPP. The financial benefit is there. Unless you have a health issue, you should be looking to defer that. And there's kind of a double benefit here. The first benefit is you get 0.7 per month for every month that you defer that CPP. So if you're looking for a guaranteed 8.4% rate of return, in essence, look to defer your CPP. The second thing you're doing, the second benefit and tax benefit to you, would be we can start drawing out your RIF, your RSPs, start drawing them out. You have 5 years now from 65 to 70 where you don't have that bridge, you've deferred that CPP. Where does that income come from? Hopefully you've built up a bit of an RSP, and you can draw out of the RIF in that time frame. And that allows you, now we've drawn out of the RIF, so we've reduced that tax burden at death, if there ever was one, either eliminated it or reduced it substantially. And then when you hit 70, you scale back on your RIF and you ramp up or start your CPP. So this is kind of the flow of things. So if you have a defined benefit, if you have a bridge benefit, you need to make sure you understand how these things work, how they come together, and how to maximize your benefit. Too many of you are just kind of doing things because that's what your coworker did, or your neighbor did, or your family member did. Don't follow those around you that have no financial training or have gone through this modeling with their plan. Okay, understand, again, if I had a bridge benefit, if I was you watching this video and I didn't know what to do, here's what I would ask my planner. I'd say, first off, if I lose my bridge benefit at 65 and start CPP and OAS and kind of have my other TFSA and RIF and all that, like, what does retirement look like? Now, what does retirement look like if I defer my CPP and kind of more aggressively draw my RIF? Like, how much income, taxes, estate, all of this? Can I delay my OAS? Is that worth it? What's the difference between 65 and 70? If your financial planner is not running kind of apples to apples, like A to B, as far as take it at 65, take it at 70, here's strategy in between, you're not getting a proper financial plan. You need to then change your planner, push back on your planner, do what you need to do. We offer fee-for-service financial planning. So if you've never had what I'm talking about right now, reach out to our office. This is what we do for our clients. We look at like what strategy makes the most sense for you, and then we go through it with you and show you why you're doing certain things, right? Everything I do, every single number thing I do in my life, I need to know why I'm doing it. And this isn't just financial planning. It drives my wife crazy, but I need to know, like, why am I doing this? What's the end result? What's the end benefit? Is there another way to do it that would get me there quicker, better, more efficient, whatever it is? And my last tip for you in all of this is make sure your average or your effective tax rate in retirement stays very level. And so when you talk about bridge benefit, we've talked about, yeah, it goes to 65, it drops off, what to do then. But if you're retiring earlier, you might want to start taking out a bit of RIF as well. You might want to start drawing down that a little bit earlier, or take other types of income. Everyone's going to have kind of different buckets of income. But from the date of your retirement to life expectancy, you want that average tax rate to be quite level. And for most of you, your tax rate goes like this in retirement. And that's a really bad plan. So that's something that you need to fix today.